it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm getting into the new Pat McGrath Mothership release. This is the Sunlit Seduction palette. Ooh, I don't even know what number palette we are on these days, but I have the entire collection and this is the latest release, and I am super excited to get into trying this out with y'all for the first time. I have not applied this to my face yet, so I'm really excited. I'll be showing you swatches, comparing to other palettes. I have to say, you know, yes, we've seen some of these colors many times before from Pat's collection, but some of these shades are super pretty. I'm looking at these two right here. These are the ones that I was excited about, and I'm still excited now that I have them in person. This purple, this maroony red, very interesting. So this is the Sunlit, the warmer, pinker version of Moonlit Seduction, which was the last release. At the end, I will show you all comparisons and the Moonlit next to this one. I also picked up a couple other things. With this launch is a new eye primer from Pat McGrath. It looks like a concealer type of applicator, but it is just a primer for the eyes. And yes, this looks a little bit dark, but I promise it really goes on clear, at least when I swatched it on my wrist. So there's really no color to it. It's invisible. I think, yeah, the bottom says clear on it, so it's not really a shade. It is universal, and I'm gonna try it out with these shadows today and see if it helps, because I know glitter fallout is a thing with these palettes for sure. Okay, and then I also picked up one of her new cream cheek sticks. This is Divine Blush Legendary Glow Color Blush in Peach Lotus. So I am gonna be trying this out as well. I wanted to get a color I don't have a lot of. Have a lot of pinks, but I don't have a lot of peach, especially in cream form. So I thought it'd be nice and summery as we go into August, September, still very warm where I live, and I love this packaging. It's a little bit lightweight, but I like the color. It's fun. Because I spent so much money, I got a little lip and eye set for free, some mini lipsticks. These are both matte. I don't know why there's a difference in packaging. They're both matte lipsticks. One is sort of a red, and then one is a pinky nude, some Divine Rose action here. And then I got a mini eyeliner. This is the Perma Ultra Glide Eye Pencil in Extreme Black, just a little one of it, which I thought, ooh, perfect for travel. Okay, so today I'm gonna use mostly Pat McGrath if I can on my face. I'm wearing my Pat McGrath t-shirt. I'm ready to go. I'm not wearing Pat McGrath foundation or powder or eyebrows, but let's move on. I'm gonna throw up swatches of this palette right away so you can see what this color story is like. are made in Italy. They last 18 months. Here's the packaging. Very pink and purple. A lot of purple on this one, really. Whoop. Same old type of packaging. This is the list of names of the colors. And there is no multi-chromes with this palette. 19.5 grams, 0.68 ounces. It has the name of the palette. This is Mothership XI. So what is that, 11? Gold back. Very consistent packaging with the other Mothership palettes. I do want to just jump into a look, but I want to finish up this face first. So I'm going to quickly just tell you what I'm going to put on and then show you the final result. I'm going to put on the blush and the Divine bronzer in Naked Desire. This is the lightest shade. It's a powder bronzer. So I'm going to put on both, and then I'll be back to put on the eye primer, show you what that's like, and then start digging into these eyeshadows. All right, here we are. This is the blush, bronzer, and highlighter combo. Forgot to mention the cream highlighter from Pat McGrath. This is not a new shade. This is the Skin Fetish highlighter Balm Duo in Nude. I like this one. It's not, I wouldn't say natural looking, but it's not like super beaming, and it looks good. I like it as a cream. I thought about putting on a Pat McGrath powder highlighter, but I feel like this is limited edition. You can't get it anymore, so what's the point of showing you? So these two products you can get, and the bronzer. I like the combo. I did feel like with a lot of creams, they disappear. I don't know that this is gonna be any different. It was a little bit sticky, but it's not sticky anymore after I blended it out. But when you first sort of put it on, you kind of have this stickiness. It's really not bad though. I'm just exaggerating just slightly. I do feel like cream blushes retain their pigment when I don't use a brush to blend them out. So using that finger application, a lot more color showing up. That's a nice color. It's cute, bright. And then, yeah, let's move on to applying this eye primer, the clear. So I'm just gonna do it all over on both lids and see what happens. This is, because it's clear, it's not really the kind of eye primer that's gonna cancel out veins or freckles or discoloration that's on the eyelid, which some of you might be bothered by. Really sure what to expect. I don't use eye primers very often, but with a glitter I probably should, because I complain. I think the worst thing about this palette is the glitter fallout is real, but it's still beautiful, so I don't really care. It can look a little bit silly when you have complete glitter face in a business meeting. So that's not great, but yeah, let's get into a couple of looks with this beautiful pinky purple. You know what I love about this? This looks gold, but there's not really a gold shade finally in a palette, which we usually always get. Of course there's browns and rose colors and all of that, a lot of pink, but at least there's not a gold again. So I'm happy about that. And I'm gonna start out with Sienna Mystique, which is the shade right here. And I'm gonna start with the red leaning eye, red focused eye. I will say, I'm just gonna be honest, even though this is a warmer tone palette, most palettes are, I wanna say, are centered for deeper or medium, at least, skin tones. So if you have a skin tone like me, these Mothership palettes can be, I don't wanna say overwhelming, but you can get really deep really fast with a lot of the mattes. And so you just want to take it really slow, use a light hand. So this primer is a little tacky, and I'm almost tempted to put more primer on when I put on the glitter shade. I think that's what I'll do, because I don't know that this primer is necessary for this matte color, to be honest. I don't usually experience a lot of fallout with her mattes, but whatever, I just put it on just because that's generally what you would do before you apply eyeshadow. This is a very warm sienna color. So I get the sunlit vibe with this. It's kind of coming off quite orange. I'm gonna stop putting on color and just start spreading, because like I said, I don't want to just overwhelm my eye with tons of eyeshadow and darkness. I'm going to use Nude Rose on I'm gonna switch over here because I feel like there's less. Yeah, this is what I wanted. So this is our pink base, which I love. Look at how beautiful this matte color is with on top of that other one. This is a nice combo. Kind of intense, right? Kind of intense, but also kind of gorgeous. These are not shy colors. Ooh, I want to put that under my eye. Just Nude Rose. Wow, this color surprised me. This is a really pretty color. Holy crap. I'm gonna take Sienna Mystique. Same matte shade we used over here underneath the eye. Copper Dawn. This looks fun. Ooh, that's pretty. Really pretty. I think a lot of this is gonna get hidden because I am gonna put some glitter, but I just want to show you that reflect. A little bit pinkish copper tone there. Purple I like is Astral Amethyst Allure. So I'm gonna put on primer on top of what we have here. And now I'm gonna take a flat brush here and dig into Astral Amethyst Allure. I almost want to use my finger though. Well, we'll try this instead. Orange and purple, what do you guys think of that combo? So I don't want to put too much more with that brush. There we go. That primer is pretty key. I do see a little bit of chunks on the face, but just slightly right here. That is pretty. I feel like that purple, there's a deep base to it, almost like a black base behind it. And so I feel like it is showing some eye texture, even though like I don't really have a lot. So I'm sure I'll be fine once I put mascara on, but I do notice that with that purple. But I'm just getting old, I guess. Light inner corner option, that is Skin Tense Radiance. I mean, we don't, but as far as like a typical shade I would use, I could use Astral Gilded Aura, but that is super glittery and I don't like putting super glitters in the corner of my eye. So I just popped this beautiful shimmer in the corner there. I don't know, how do you guys feel about putting glitter under the eye? I feel like that is a recipe for disaster. What do you think? I think I need a deeper color, Extreme Vermilion Dusk. That sounds familiar. Is this a repaint shade? I'm gonna put it over here. Ooh. Okay, so now we're going more red over here. What can I do? Hypnotic Bronze. We can do some bronze on the edge here. Ooh. It's kind of a fun, smoky color. I kind of like that. I feel like I'm going to a boudoir. Again, primer, and we're getting into glitters. Well, not super glittery, but you know, a fallout shade. So I'm gonna swipe this and go into Blitz Crimson Ecstasy. Ooh. Again, I think this is gonna be a better finger shade, but we're gonna try this. Ooh. Okay, a little bit chunks. I don't know, I don't like this chunky business. Do you feel like these shades have been reformulated? Let me know. Ooh, I'm gonna move on to my finger because that doesn't look right. It's probably the primer that's happening. Ooh, this is intense. With the primer, oh wow. This is ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing texture on this eye, but I don't care. This is the shade. This is the shade of the palette. How sexy is that? So I got a lot of fallout, but I was using my hands. I mean, a lot of this is application. If I was like professional, I wouldn't have these issues probably. But you know, most of you are not professional either, so you might have the same issue as well. So you guys can see that fallout. Am I just getting old or what? Or is the formula different? That doesn't look... I love the color and I love the shine, and it's very metallic. Maybe it's the primer, but this makes my eye look like it has a lot of wrinkles on it. Textured eyeball. We're gonna make these two looks cohesive with the same inner corner shade, Skin Tense Radiance. Radiance. So I didn't get to use this pink glittery shade, Astral Pink Fetish. But maybe we can do, this is definitely gonna create fallout. This is like your Barbie glitter pink color. Ooh, that's stunning. That's like a showstopper. And then we have Astral Gilded Aura. This is probably your closest gold shade, which we can sort of foil over here, and you could put that in the center of the lid if you prefer that. But those are like the fun toppers of glitter, and the maroon and purple are more of, they're less high shine glittery, they're more metallic-y. I know I'm using a lot of funny words here, but seriously though, like these are the funnest shades all in one look. I really, when I like really want, like if I want to do like a pretty dramatic like wedding look, I go for a pat palette. It just brings the drama very quickly and it looks gorgeous. Now I need to like spray down my face to avoid that fallout, but I like the primer. I don't know that it solved all my problems, but I think it will help. What I need is like a spray that just glues everything down after I'm done. I think that's the issue, because if you apply it too thick, you're still gonna get fallout because the glue doesn't touch all of that. Let me put on some eyeliner and lashes, or mascara really, and finish up this eye look, and I will be back. All right, almost the final look, but not quite. I put on some liquid liner from Surat. I used the Tower 28 mascara, and I put on the Pat McGrath lip liner in Suburbia. I wanted to throw on the Divine Rose Matte Trance Pat McGrath lipstick. Ooh, it's kind of a, everything looks orange to me right now. This is definitely a pinky orange more pink orange than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, I mean, it goes with the look. I'm not mad at it. This color of Divine Rose doesn't seem right, but we're gonna move on. I want to spray down my face. I feel very powdery. Let's do this. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. I really want to feel it, so I put on a lot. As I get older, I'm getting drier and drier and drier, and I haven't cut down on the powder, so I look powdery a lot. Okay, what do we think of this final look? I think it works. I don't know that everyone will do it, but it's pretty. I love this crimson maroonish red metallic shade. I think it's gorgeous. It's definitely making my eyelid a little textury looking, a little wrinkly, but I still love it. I like kind of the gold glitter paired with it. I think it lightens it up a little bit, catches the eye, instead of sort of going to this deep red dark hole, which I love, but this definitely sort of helps awaken things. It also looks very vampy, which I kind of dig. Now this is a lot of makeup for me. As I get older, I wear less and less flashy makeup, even though I love it so much and I like the way it looks. I have a lot of multi-chromes that I do not use regularly that I want to, but I kind of feel silly using it when I'm like going to a very casual place and I have this crazy eyeshadow on. It's fun for me though, and I enjoy it. I need to find more occasions to just feel okay doing a crazy eye makeup, you know? So this is the final look. I'm gonna take a couple photos and then get into comparisons to the other Pat McGrath palettes that I think are close, and talk about final thoughts, review of this palette. So I wanna show Moonlit Seduction side by side with this one, so you guys can see, like, are these related? Are they cousins? Are they sisters? Is one more fun than the other? So over here is Moonlit, this is Sunlit. To me, they don't really look related at all. So I'm you know, I'm fine with this, but I'm a bit confused how they're named Moonlit and Sunlit. Yes, this is very warm, but I don't feel like this is that cool, but I suppose in the grand scheme of things it is more neutral, romantic, a little like more purpley, this matte purple in here, and then this lilac shade. So I could see like could be sort of a moon color. So I sort of get the theming there with these two and this trio really. So I suppose it's a little more icy, but I don't really get the connection otherwise, but maybe you guys can fill in the gaps for me. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you need to point out something to me to make me feel like these are related. I don't really get it, but that's okay. I don't have to get it. Yeah, I mean, I like kind of there's more of a shift going on with some of these. I did a video using this palette and I did love the simple look I got out of it, and I wore it and I used this shade and I got so much fallout from it. But I love the way it looked. It was really shiny and impactful and it was fun. And I mean, it is a wearable palette for sure. this look I'm wearing on my face a little, well, I don't know, more of a kooky party summer look, but it's fun, and I really like the red shade. I could probably skip on this purple one. I think it's okay, but the red shade really does it for me in this palette. Okay, so moving on to some other sort of similar looking palettes in Pat's collection if you already have them. This is Utopian Dream. I believe this is number 9. And I just think there's a similar warm pink corally vibe happening here. You have more gold and you have purple again. So I thought this was a really close sort of like color story without, you know, you don't have gold in here, but you have it in here, but you have purple and pink again. And it's very warm. So I thought Utopian Dream was pretty close to this, just sort of looking visually and just the warm tones you get with that one. And then I looked at Divine Rose 2 because, again, sort of a warm vibe. We have pinks, we have bronzes and golds. We don't have purples in this one. We don't really have reds. We have sort of this matte pinkish coral shade here. And we have a pink to green multi-chrome. But I thought, again, you know, sort of similar vibe, not quite the same though. So those two palettes, I thought I would point out some similarities. If you caught my my thoughts on the palette before I picked it up, I did a whole video on it. I'll link it. When I saw the release, I was like, ooh, more of the same. And I still think that, but I do like some of these shades. Like these mattes really surprised me. This is a beautiful color. This was pretty too. And you know, your everyday section happening right here. Purple I could skip on. Yes, yes, yes. So a lot of, I mean, it's a good palette. We're getting into my thoughts now. Do you like what you see on the face though? Is that your thing? That's really what it comes down to. Is it worth spending the full price pretty much right now or waiting till it's on sale? Do you like this? Will you wear it a lot? What part of the year will you wear these warm tones? Really up to you. I think this is a lot for every day, but some of you are into ultra glam all the time. This is where you have to think about every day and where it fits in your collection. I thought these mattes were really pretty. I even like the darker shade. I think this is nice. Is it super unique to Pat? No, but if this is your first Mothership palette, I don't know if I would recommend this exact one. Honestly, it depends on your preferences and what colors you like to wear. That's all that it comes down to. I think the quality is on par with what she's been putting out. I know people have noticed these special shades have changed texture, and I tend to agree with that. Seems like it still has changed. We haven't gone back to what it was, but it still works. Let's talk about the primer. I think this has helped. Really what happens to me at the end of the day is I get the glitter that's on top is now below my eyes. I think if you're just putting glitter directly on this, seems like it will help. I think my matte shades are not gonna move. I mean, maybe the metallic won't move either. I think I probably should have put this on top before I put the glitter on. So that's where I made my mistake. But I think this is gonna be key, and I like the applicator. I think it does, when I sort of wiped it on the back of my hand to clean it off, it does feel like it really sort of holds and dries up. So that's good, but I'll have to keep using it and keep you updated on, you know, whether it really works all day long. The blush I like, but apply it with a finger, I do feel like it disappeared already. With a lot of cream blushes, that's the problem, it just disappears. So I do recommend using fingers so it doesn't get too blended in, because it's gone. It's gone on this side. The lipstick. I like Pat McGrath's lipsticks. This color works with this eye look, so I'm glad I got it with my order. Very nice, Divine Rose. Works with the Suburbia lip pencil. I don't know, what do you guys think of this palette? I wish I could travel with these palettes. I'm about to go on vacation, and for one, I'm scared they're gonna break. They're very heavy. But I do want to keep using this. I thought it was fun. If I could just take these 6 and this with me, I would. Like a 7-pen palette. Skip on these. I don't need a lot of glitter on vacay, but I want to, you know, go to a club with this one on. I want to go to a bar or have fun with this. Just take this single with me, because this is a stunner. Ooh, I love maroon. It's not a shade I wear a lot on my eye, but I really like it. Anyways, that's it for this video. Sorry it's a little bit long, but I really wanted to talk about this latest release. I am a Pat McGrath Mothership collector. I have done some videos ranking them. They don't include, I think, the last 2 Sunlit releases. Sorry. One day I'll do an updated video. I don't think this one rises to the top of the favorites, but it is a fun summery color story. If you're not into orangey warm pink tones, this is not going to be for you. I think if you're fair skinned, these Motherships can be challenging for most of them. You got to use a really light hand. You have to like know how to work with a pigmented matte color, and you have to, I don't think a lot of these shades are one and done. I think these are palettes meant to be like use multiple colors and do a full glam. So if glam is not your thing, I don't think you're gonna get the full use out of these. Even with the 6 shades down here, I mean, these shimmers are pretty glamorous with these mattes. And especially if you use this white lighter shade, like you're getting a glam moment with just these. So if you're like, oh, I just want one shade to use on my eye, like you want simple, this is not simple. But you probably could get away with just using a pink matte and a shimmer, and or these 2, you know, or these 2, and that's it. So it can be versatile, just depends how you do your makeup. I love glitter. I love the way it looks. I hate the way it falls out. So it's not, these aren't my everyday go-to grab and go types of products. I mean, this is not a natural look. This is a makeup look, which I know is going out of style. But I still have fun with it, and I feel romantic with this color story. So I like it. It's not my number 1 though. I like one shade a lot. Okay, I've talked enough. Let me know your thoughts on this palette. Have you picked it up? Do you plan on picking it up? Are you gonna wait till it goes on sale? If you already have it, have you tried it? Do you like the looks? What's your favorite shade? Tell me the name, please. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.